Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his honest feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. And let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful group 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his honest feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. And take one moment, click that like and subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Your energy, you're naturally drawn here to your card. What I love about the image on your card is that this is an image that represents like dedication and closeness and just, loyalty. So let's see what your card does say. It says friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love will dramatically improve. So what I am picking up is that I'm picking up your energy right now as well. So I'm picking up that this is what you want first in a relationship connection. You want a friendship connection. I feel like he wants a friendship connection as well, but it's more important to you that you guys are friends first. So he is kind of like wanting to do exactly what it is that you want to do in order to have that closer connection with you. Yeah. So it's kind of like he's feeling, like if I really need to be a certain way, if he really needs to be, loyal to you, he's going to figure out a way to do that. I feel like there was some sort of discord in this relationship connection where you questioned whether or not he really had your back, whether or not he was really loyal to you. You have questioned this about him. And so that's what he's thinking about right now. That is where his feelings are. He is wishing that he can be a friend to you. He can give you, what you want. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So what is his honest feelings about you? What is happening with this guy, Spirit? Look at this, the devil. The devil is here. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. And okay, so we do see this energy here of obsession. We do see that he is living in fear right now over this relationship connection. And you know what? I feel like you found out about his shadow side. Something about him that you found out that you just you're not comfortable with. It's something that he showed you about his character, and that is his shadow side. And he's thinking about that. He knows that you have peeped him. He knows that you do have this higher intuition in a way that you can read him like no other. And so with the devil energy here, I feel like also he's obsessed with you in this relationship connection. So trust your intuition. If this is a relationship that is there is some toxicity, or it may not be as healthy as you want it to be, Spirit is encouraging you here to trust your intuition as it does relate to this devil energy. I'm also picking up that he could be a bit envious of you. He could be a bit envious of you based on like your personality. He's afraid that you will find someone that will see your worth, see your value, love you the way that you know you should be loved, take care of you the way that you know you deserve to be taken care of. So there is some jealousy here that he does have, for you, but it's based on you just really being yourself. I feel like this person, has a tendency of just operating out of like insecurity. He's operating out of insecurity a lot of the times. So also with the devil energy here, this is like an addiction. There is something that is addictive about his behavior. He's addicted to also the connection between you two. He is really wanting this relationship um really badly, but I'm picking up like he wants this relationship in an unhealthy way, and spirit is telling you to raise your discernment here with this person, because if that is the case, you are to go in the direction of your higher self. And your higher self is simply self respect, self love, self courage, and self assurance, and knowing that you don't need anyone that is going to cause you problems, that is going to provoke fear within you. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, he does desire you extremely strong. The desire is strong. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His honest feelings about you, his honest feelings and thoughts about you. I feel you leaving me behind. See, didn't I give you that insight earlier that Spirit gave us with the insecurity? So this is what's happening here. He feels like you're cutting off the connection. He feels like that maybe there will not be this friendship after all. So even though there could have been like this deep companionship or loyalty, he feels like you're leaving him behind, and that maybe it will not work out in his favor. That is where that insecurity is. I love that this card did show up, because that shows us that that is a very strong confirmation here with Spirit, encouraging you to trust your intuition and raise your discernment as it does relate to this connection. Thank you, Spirit. How does he feel about you? His honest feelings and thoughts about you. What are they? Leo, the lover. And with Leo, the love is showing up. So this is an indication that the zodiac sign Leo is significant here. In the top placements of the birth chart, sun, moon, or rising signs, seventh house of relationships, or even the planet Venus, significantly Leo. And his top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation in this reading. But with Leo showing up, there's a fiery, passionate, enthusiastic energy here, a very spontaneous energy, very spontaneous. And temperamental, fiery zodiac sign. He's in his feelings right now over this connection and living in fear. Thank you, Spirit, as you do see with that devil energy showing up, living in fear over this connection. Thank you, Spirit. I do feel like he sees you as part of this Leo energy here. Very self-confidence, very playful. His honest feelings about you is that he sees you as someone that's extremely expressive, yes. And something juicy about you as well is what I'm picking up from his imagination. There's something about your body that he feels like is juicy. That's what I am picking up here. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So also, he feels like, men are flirting with you, like you are this divine essence energy, feminine energy, where men flirt with you all the time. And that is what he is in his feelings about. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His honest feelings and thoughts about you. What are his honest feelings and thoughts about you? Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. Of course, I love the Wheel of Fortune showing up. This is interesting. You know why? Because with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here in this reading, he is really hoping for a turning of fortune, for, a turning of luck. He sees you as this energy that is abundant. He feels like your presence will bring him luck and great fortune in his life. Yeah, and he's willing to take a risk. There's something he's willing to risk to become closer to you. Something he is willing to risk. I feel like he's willing to risk like another relationship connection, a platonic relationship connection, or a friendship with someone else just so that he can be a lot closer to you. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. So what is his honest feelings and thoughts about you? What is his honest feelings and thoughts about you? Coffin. With the coffin card showing up, this is a very strong indication here and confirmation that he feels like this relationship is going to come to an end. You know, he is hoping for a new beginning. He feels like you're moving forward. You are growing. You are changing. I am sensing the energy of liberation right now in your life. You know, you are transitioning now to this ultimate divine feminine energy, strong being, as seen here with the courage of Leo. Again, self-confidence, self-love, self-respect, and self-assurance. And that's why he feels like you are leaving him behind, because he is not growing at the same level that you are growing at energetically and spiritually. So he fears that this relationship is coming to an end. Look at the confirmation. I feel you leaving me behind. The coffin, meaning endings, bringing new beginnings as well. He feels like you're starting your life off new. You know, you are taking chances right now. There's fresh hope for you. You are going on adventure. He pictures, he imagines what you're doing in your life, in your day to day. You know, he feels like you are going to be meeting new friends, taking trips, traveling, doing things that he can't imagine. You know, he can't imagine you doing with him. He wants you to do these things, but there is some sort of discord, some blockage here. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more. Your reading is extremely accurate with the confirmations and how your cards are laying down, telling this complete story about his honest feelings. Is just really remarkable. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. His honest feelings about you. What are they? Okay, there you go. With that Page of Pentacles showing up. You know the Page of Pentacles, this is physical energy. Physical earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo in the top placements of the birth chart that I did mention moments earlier. Sun, moon, or rising signs. The 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. Here, his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation in the reading. Physical here, pentacle energy. Pentacle, wanting to get close to you, become more physical with you, connect with you physically, be with you physically. Something is stopping him emotionally. Something is in the way of this connection. But what I'm picking up here specifically as well with this Page of Pentacles is that he's going to be patient. He has this energy about him and an air of patience on the outside, but on the inside, he's quite anxious. So Spirit is encouraging you, again, this is coming up multiple times in your reading, to raise your discernment and trust your intuition as it does relate to this relationship connection. Thank you, Spirit. So here, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, you know. He's even thinking about, you know, getting a new job or something to impress you, trying to figure out ways to raise money, because he knows that you're on a path right now. You're on this glow up, this level up energy where you are really looking and seeing a very beautiful, bright future for yourself. So you are, you know, you're looking over your credit and you're looking at your financial future as well as your spiritual future. And he feels like he needs to match your energy in that way and like get a new job or something and raise money. I feel like he's going to come towards you with some sort of money news. He's going to bring some information to you because he feels like that if he does bring that information to you, you're going to see him as someone that's growing. He wants you to see him as someone that is evolving because that is how he sees you. He honestly feels like you are in this growth spurt right now and you are moving forward and you are not looking back. And again, he fears that you will leave him behind. So, group one, this does conclude your reading, and I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments, and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group two. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his honest feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. And please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here your energy. It's drawn to this card. And the energetic energy here with the pictures here is that these two people, they really want to connect. There's something in the way emotionally that is causing these two people to not be as close as they could. So let's see what your card says. It says playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. So see, this is the message here. This is the message here. This is how he is feeling about you. He feels that you radiate this energy of playfulness here. And he's very serious. He's very aloof, distant. He does have a tendency to go ghosting a bit. There is a bit of narcissistic energy within him. But he sees you as being very playful, and he wished that he could be as playful as you. He wishes that he could be as free, as spirited as you as well. He's thinking about maybe you'll find someone or connect with someone that's more playful than he is. I'm picking up Leo energy, sun, moon, or rising sign. The seventh house of relationship or even the planet Venus here in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. Leo is very strong. This guy's very temperamental as well. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is his honest feelings about you? What is going on with this guy? What is happening? Look at Leo showing up. I just said Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Highly confirmative here. Just starting out, your reading is extremely accurate. Thank you, Spirit. I love how Spirit does show up and confirm the energy. Energy is real. And this is a blessing to get this message coming out here. Thank you, Spirit. This is playful. Leo is playful. It's playful energy. It's expressive energy. And for Leo to show up immediately after Spirit just gave us that message is so wonderful. And the playfulness energy of this card. Also, I feel like, you know what? I feel like he's proud of you. He's very proud of you because you have this air of strength, you know, the self-confidence and self-assurance about yourself. And he's very proud of you for that. He sees you as being very creative as well. Very creative. He trusts you. He really trusts you. He feels like you're very loyal as well. You know, he knows that he's been very excessive with his energy. He can be quite controlling and a little bit jealous because he feels like men, they love to flirt with you. And sometimes he feels like you flirt back, but you do not flirt back. It's just your natural divine feminine energy that it gives the appearance that you're flirting back, but you're not. And so, wow, this is very nice to see Leo showing up. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. So what is going on, Spirit? His honest thoughts, his honest feelings. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, physical, earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo in the top placements that I did just mention. But specifically here with the King of Pentacles, you see he does. He feels that like you're solid. You're solid. He can trust you. You're loyal. He feels like you're very wise. And he also, there's something about, he feels like you're going to meet a King of Pentacles here, someone that will invest in you, someone that will see your value and your worth. And so he feels a little intimidated about that energy as well. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is his feelings? His honest feelings. Thank you, Spirit. What's his honest feelings about you? I wish things could be different. Yes, he does. He really does wish that things could be different. He wished that, he would have expressed himself a lot differently, communicated with you differently, responded to you differently with the communication, because he feels like if he would have been more open with you, more honest with you, the way that you were with him, that the relationship would be different. It would be a more of a loving connection. It would be just totally different if he was more honest. You feel you have caught him, you feel like he lied to you about something, and this is what caused the discord in the relationship. Him not being honest. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more. His honest thoughts and feelings about you. And what are they? What are his honest thoughts and feelings? Look at this, Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, this is the fire energy of Leo showing up, but it also represents Sagittarius and Aries, that wand energy, and it's about communication here. He feels like when he does communicate with you, you bring him good news. You like to communicate about good news, good things that are going on, and he yearns that energy from you. He loves, how you do speak a positive. And here with the Page of Wands, this is also about how active you are. How active you are. You're very creative. He sees you as someone that is always doing something new, starting a new project as well. And he just loves the way like you speak, the way that you talk, the way that you are able to articulate yourself and communicate with him, whether it be through text or over the phone. He loves the sound of your voice. I feel like he is almost like addicted to communicating with you and hearing from you on a daily basis. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is his honest feelings about you? His honest feelings, what are they? Passion. It makes perfect sense. Leo is about passion here. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit just gave us that insight of him being, like addicted to communicating with you. Whether even if he's not speaking to you, there is like this telepathic communication that he does feel he has with you. Like you'll be thinking about him and he'll text you or he'll call you or he'll reach out to you on social media. He feels like you guys have this insane chemistry happening. And he really just wants you to like him equally the way that he likes you. And he just feels like he has the most fun with you. He has the most fun with you. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. What is his honest feelings about you? His honest feelings. What is happening? Look at this. 8 of Wands. The Eight of Wands is significant because we got the Eight of Wands, again, that wand energy, two wand cards showing up, wand energy, fire zodiac sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And then that fire energy lays naturally here under Leo, the proud, trusting, extroverted, excessive creative Leo, the lover energy. But with the Eight of Wands showing up, the Eight of Wands, he wants something to happen really quickly with this connection. He wants you to make a decision. And I feel like there's going to be a change in this relationship dynamic. And that news about this relationship connection, it's going to change the dynamic of the relationship. And it's some news that he is going to bring to you. I feel like the news, it's like a neutral news. It's definitely not bad news, but it's like a neutral news. It's not something that you're going to say, oh, that's good news, but you're going to be okay with it. You're going to be unbothered, and you're just going to be left with so much inner peace and relief when he does share this news with you. So group 2, this does conclude your reading, and I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments, and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his honest feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. And so please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Your energy, it naturally draws you here to your card. The energy of this card here is passion. It's love, it's understanding. Which I see why you were drawn to this card. It has a deep emotional resonance about it. So let's see what it does say. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, and it simply allows and gives. Yeah. What I'm picking up here from his energy and your card choice is that he feels like you have your boundaries in place. He feels like your boundaries, you're keeping and you're maintaining boundaries. You are persistent with your boundaries, and you will not sacrifice who you are and just to make this relationship work. He feels like you may be at the end of really trying to work on this connection, and he's afraid that you may be giving up completely. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His honest feelings and thoughts about you. What are his honest feelings and thoughts? Cupid's arrow. So with Cupid's arrow, I feel like he is in a space right now where, I feel like he has hit rock bottom as it does relate to the emotional energy that he feels he has put into this relationship. And so right now, he has no choice but to have faith that this relationship is going to work out, and to have faith that your love will still be there for him. I feel like he's coming towards you too, like with a surprise or something. Like he wants to invite you somewhere, send you an invitation or even a meeting. He feels like he does need to connect with you physically, but he does have hesitation over it because of your boundaries that are persistent and consistent. You have not let your guard down. The Spirit is encouraging you here to trust your intuition and to definitely raise your discernment as it does relate to this relationship. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His honest thoughts and feelings. What is his feelings? What is happening, Spirit? What is his feelings right now? The third house, perception, communication. The third house is ruled by the zodiac sign of Gemini. And with Gemini ruling over the third house, that is an air energy, a zodiac sign here. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like he's watching your social media. He's thinking about whether or not you're dating. This guy is definitely, he's into the street life. He's into the streets. And I can hear you right now, like you're like, and I'm sending him back to the streets. I feel like that's something that you have said before, like you're sending him back to the streets. There's something here also about siblings. His siblings are either your siblings, and the communication, something about that here. Thank you, Spirit. He's wondering if you're dating. So he's watching your social media or with a private account, thinking that maybe you may be interested in someone else. He wants to talk to you. He wants a discussion with you. He wants to meet up. So I find the third house showing up quite intriguing here. And the third house, again, does rule over that zodiac sign of Gemini, communication and siblings. So Gemini's significance in the top placements of the birth chart. And the sun, moon, or rising sign, the seventh house of relationships, or even the planet Venus in his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. The number 3 is significant because you are number 3. You are group 3, card 3. So 3 is significant in this reading. So I feel like 3 could be either the birthday, birth month, or in the birth year of your day or of his day, birthday, birth month, or birth year, but it's something significant with the number 3. And if you have been seeing 333 lately, that is a clear message from your spirit, guys, to look up the number 333 at the end of this message, because there's a clear message for you here. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. It could also be a third party. I'm picking up a third party, that he may be in communication with a third party. I feel like this third party is a platonic energy. This is a platonic energy, and he is discussing you with this third party. It may be a cousin or a niece or a sister or something like that, but he's discussing their relationship connection with this third party. Yeah, talking about you, gossiping about you. Yes. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So what is his honest feelings? He's definitely into you. That's for sure. If he's talking about you, he's into you. Look at this. The star, absolutely, absolutely. The star card does represent faith. And we did get that faith energy here with Cupid's arrow. So he's hoping. He's hoping that in a miracle that you and him will be able to see eye to eye one day, will be able to have a connection. He sees you as the star energy as well. He sees you as someone that can be in the spotlight. He may have not told you this because of his own insecurities. I feel like he did not praise you or uplift you because he was afraid of losing you, which is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So yes, this is how he feels about you. He sees that there's something, a gift that you have, a talent, a way of communicating that you have with others where you could easily be in the spotlight, be a star. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His honest feelings about you. What are his honest feelings and thoughts? I am becoming a better person. Yeah, he feels like he's becoming a better person because of how hard it has been, because of the distance between you two. He's forced to be alone and look within himself. So he does have regret over things that he said to you, things that he did do to you. He feels a huge amount of like grief over not being able to be connected to you the way that he would like. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. This guy has really made his bed, and you feel like, hey, you made your bed and you should sleep in it. And you know what? He has a sarcasm about him. Like if you were to tell him that, hey, you made your bed, so sleep in it. And he would be like, well, I will. And it's okay because my bed is comfortable, but it's not. His life is not as together as it seems. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And his honest feelings about you. What is his honest feelings? What's happening, Spirit? Yep, the Hierophant. There's knowledge there because of this relationship connection. Yeah, the Hierophant energy. It's a clear indication here that, he wanted you to conform to the way that he did things, to his ideology. He had so many expectations on you. And you just were not about that. You did not want to be cuffed. You do not want to be controlled. You know that you are here to be free and to be fully expressive. And I feel like that's something that he does regret, trying to control you, trying to make you to conform to his ideals, to the way that he moves, to the way that he thinks. That I feel is one of the things that he does regret. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His honest feelings about you. What are his honest feelings? What is happening, Spirit? Oh, yeah. 6 of Cups. Feelings. He's in his feelings big times. The cup energy does represent the feelings and emotions. The cup energy does rule over the zodiac signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio in the top placements of the birth chart. His birth chart or your birth chart, and the sun, moon, or rising signs, and the 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus here. Yeah, he's thinking. He's reminiscing about, his childhood, things that went on in his childhood, and how he allowed things that went on in his childhood to affect the relationship connection that he had going on with you. That's what he does regret right now. He's definitely in his feelings. I'm picking up here. And with the 6 of Cups energy, he wants a reunion with you. He wants to connect with you. I love the 6 of Cups showing up, and it lays naturally here under Cupid's arrow. Cupid's arrow is about how he wishes he could surprise you, invite you somewhere, have a meeting with you, have a discussion with you. But there is a hesitation because he feels like you don't trust him anymore because he showed you who he was. And you feel like it takes time for a person to grow, to change, to learn, to, be and to develop and align with that higher version of themselves. And it really does. And so he feels like you don't really trust him. So he's hesitant about reaching out to you, but he does feel like there does need to be a reunion between you two. And so group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.